Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. We are on day 3 here on Snowdrop Tundra, and we are looking for us a Delibird, and I know that we've got some exciting news to talk about later, but we are going to talk about that when the time comes. For now, we're going to get 13,959 sneaky snacking, and we're also going to pick up 10 honey, which is actually very helpful this time around, because you, sir, with your goofy smile, have been slacking. Anyway, we've also got 100 sleep points for getting a good amount of sleep like I was supposed to. Puts me at 2,683 total sleep points. And for that daily lottery, we're going to pick up how much? What are we going to get? 15 more diamonds. Very nice. I will never be mad about diamonds. Especially now as the well of free diamonds is starting to run dry for me. But jumping into this sleep report, with any luck, we will get the dozing sleep type and hopefully get a Delibird. Odds are only around like 8 or 9% right now, if I remember the probability calculator. So not very good odds to get a Delibird, but it is possible, except we didn't get dozing. We almost certainly got... Actually, I don't know what we got. Oh, we did get dozing. Hey, there we go. All right, well, with only about, what is that, like 8 million drowsy power? I don't even know where I'm at on the strength scale, to be honest with you. Oh, well, not 8 million. Double it, 16.1 million. 6 spawns, not bad. Possible chance of getting a Delibird. A shiny Delibird would be great right now, honestly. Well, none of those are a shiny Delibird. But I'm just being greedy. We do have, let's see, Psyduck, Swablu, 2 Mankeys, a Ghastly, and a Haunter. Did I get everybody? I did. Nice. Those went by really fast, and I feel like my brain spaced out on one of them, but got them all. All right, let's move on. Who do I want to catch out of all this to be? Definitely not. Definitely not. I mean, another Mankey would be good. In all honesty, yeah, another Mankey would probably be the most helpful. But I could also still use, technically I could still use a better Gengar. But we're not really using mushrooms right now for anything. And I feel like by the time we get new recipes that could potentially use mushrooms, there will probably be a different Pokemon that collects mushrooms that might be better. So let's just go with the fighting berries. It's probably the better choice. That will help us on Lapis, which we desperately need, but I don't think I want to spend biscuits on it, to be honest with you. I don't think I want to spend regular Poke Biscuits. I think I want to kind of chill out. I mean, nothing here is super high priority. Yeah, I don't really see a point in using Poke Biscuits today. So we're just going to leave it as is. We'll collect that Mankey next time we see it. I'm sure we'll see it again, hopefully sometime this week, because that means we get another shot at Delibird. That's the one. Brain is not awake yet. You know what? Let's send out some Ghastly candy. Gengar's generally pretty good. Ghastly or Swablu? I'm actually not too sure which would be the better choice here. Yeah. Let's do Swablu candy. I feel like that's actually probably more useful. Really need to go look at a new tier list for the berries and which candies are the best to give out, because it's been a while and I feel like the meta has changed and I need to update myself. But about 2,250 dream shards, very good for today, considering it's only 16 million drowsy power. Not bad at all. Okay, well, here it is. The big moment. The big old moment. We have new news. All right, well, we have a lot of new news. Okay, well, I guess let's start with the anniversary fest. So, slight disclaimer: the starters got spoiled for me. but I don't know anything else about the Anniversary Fest. I'd hoped that what I read about the starters was just somebody trying to be funny, but seems like they were telling the truth, and it is actually the Gen 9 starters, which is kind of surprising. I wasn't expecting the Gen 9 starters, but I will be happy to collect me a nice little Fuecoco. So let's see. Let's get into the news. It's time to celebrate Pokemon Sleep's first anniversary. This 2-week event is a special time to celebrate the first anniversary of Pokemon Sleep's global release. In addition to the arrival of Pokemon from the Paldea region, such as Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, there will also be various other bonuses, such as one Pokemon for sure arriving hungry and the opportunity to use Mini Candy Boost. Kinda surprised it's the Mini Candy Boost and not the actual full Candy Boost, but okay. Also, limited time Dream Gifts, that's new, will appear each day next to Snorlax during this event. You'll see what's inside the Dream Gifts when you open them. You can complete limited time missions the first week to get rewards such as Pokemon Incense for Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, and Pokemon Candies for the second week's missions. On top of all that, we'll be announcing new information about Pokemon Sleep every day for the first week of the first Anniversary Fest. Note, beginning July 14th at 5 p.m., you can view this information each day at the same time on the Pokemon Sleep official website or by navigating from the home screen to the main menu to news. We hope you're looking forward to the event. Event periods, week 1, Monday, July 15th from 4 a.m. until Monday, July 22nd at 3:59 a.m. Week 2, Monday, July 22nd at 4 a.m. until Monday, July 29th at 3:59 a.m. Event areas, green grass. Oh, okay, so week 1 is green grass isle. Week 2, every island. Okay, so we're all going to be on green grass the first week. Mission periods, week 1 missions, July 15th until from 4 a.m. until Monday, July 22nd at 3:59 a.m. So they're actually wrapping it up and you can't continue into week 2 like we did with the Entei and Raikou events. Week 2 missions, Monday, July 22nd, 4 a.m. until Monday, July 29th at 3:59 a.m. The limited time Dream Gifts. A limited time Dream Gift will appear by Snorlax's side each morning during the event in all areas. You can get various rewards by tapping the gift once per day. The lineup of gifts is the same for all researchers. Each day, the contents of the Dream Gift will be chosen randomly from the lineup. That means that all researchers who log in every day during the event will all get the same rewards by the end. Okay, so it's the same thing for everybody every day. If you don't accept a Dream Gift from the home screen after logging in, it will be sent to your gift box. From the home screen, go to the main menu and tap the gift box icon in the upper right. You can't receive Dream Gifts in the following cases. They won't be sent to your gift box for days when you didn't log in or during the tutorial. So start playing immediately. I think it's a little too late to start playing the game now. You'll probably miss out on the first couple of days of gifts because I don't remember if the tutorial is a full 7 days or just until the end of the week that you start, but I think it's the full 7 days. But I may be wrong. Let me know if I am wrong on that in the comments because definitely don't want to mislead anybody in that regard. And then the limited time Mini Candy Boost. The Mini Candy Boost uses fewer Dream Shards than the regular Candy Boost function, so this limited time function can be easily used even by researchers who just began playing Pokemon Sleep. That's why we're not getting the big one. That makes sense. Using Mini Candy Boost lets your helper Pokemon get twice the usual amount of XP from candies in exchange for using 4 times the usual amount of Dream Shards per candy. This function can be used with up to 50 candies per day. This function will be set to on by default. You can freely toggle this function on or off by tapping the button in the upper right of the level up screen. Feel free to use Mini Candy Boost when you want to level up your helper Pokemon. So that's good. We always like to see the Mini Candy Boost come around. It's definitely a lot cheaper than the actual Candy Boost because that one got ridiculously expensive. All right, now for the bonuses. The real interesting stuff. All right, the following effects will trigger in the applicable areas during the event. On all days, July 15th to July 28th, a few Pokemon of different sleep types will appear during sleep research, regardless of sleep type. Pseudo-balanced, cool, that's typical event stuff. Research XP from sleep research will be multiplied by 1.5. Oh, okay. So a little bit of growth week action, nice, for 2 weeks. That'll be really cool. A limited time Dream Gift can be received each day. So we've got 14 full days of the Dream Gift. That's good. For week 1, July 15th through the 21st, A week when you can befriend lots of helper Pokemon. During sleep research, one Pokemon will for sure be hungry once per day. The chance of each helper Pokemon's main skill triggering will be multiplied by 1.5 for everybody on your team. That's going to be really good. That's going to be very helpful. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear during sleep research, assuming it's going to be the event Pokemon, but we'll get to that when we get to that. For week 2, a week when you can raise lots of helper Pokemon. The number of candies gained, whoa, chill out. The number of candies gained through sleep research will be multiplied by 1.5 once per day. So the other growth week bonus that we had. So maybe growth week was just testing the bonuses to see how well they worked. And I guess they liked them. So that's what they're doing. Final strength gains from dishes will be multiplied by 1.5 or by 3 for extra tasty dishes, or 4.5 for extra tasty dishes on Sunday. Again, I still don't like how they worded this. This is a bit misleading. So when you get extra tasty, your strength is multiplied by 2. Since it's multiplied by 1.5 for default during week 2, when it gets multiplied by 2, it's actually by 3 for extra tasty dishes. I was confused in the past, and I'm sure other people have been as well, where I thought that if I got extra tasty, it was going to literally multiply my new default by 3. So if I got 30,000, it would actually be 90,000, but that's not the case. 30,000 is the default, multiplied by 2 to actually get 3 gives you 60,000, whereas if it was just a normal week, it would have only been 20,000. So that's where the times 3 comes in. And it's the same thing for Sunday, just 1.5 times 3 is 4.5. I don't like how they word that, but just to be clear, that is what they're actually saying. Certain Pokemon will be more likely to appear during sleep research. The limited time function mini candy boost will be available. So the candy boost is only available during week 2. Interesting. Very interesting. I think this is the first time we've gotten an event. Well, we've only had 2 or 3 2-week events. Well, no, we've had 2 2-week events so far, I think. Was Lapis a 2-week event? I don't remember. Anyway, we've only had a couple of 2-week events, and I think this is the first time we've had where there's different bonuses on different weeks. So that'll be interesting. Appearing at the following Pokemon are more likely to appear during this event. The greater appearance rate for week 1 is going to be Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, the base forms. Week 2, oh, that's going to be different. For week 2, it is the entire Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley lines will have a greater appearance rate. So that's interesting. And the greater appearance rates apply only to the areas where each Pokemon appears. For Greengrass Isle, Sprigatito, Florigato, Meowscarada, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. For Cyan Beach, we've got Fuecoco, Crocolore, Skeledirge, Quaxley, Quaxwell, and Quaquaval. For Taupe Hollow, we've got Fuecoco, Crocolore, and Skeledirge. And then for Lapis Lakeside, we've got Sprigatito, Florigato, Meowscarada, Quaxley, Quaxwell, and Quaquaval. Okay. So no Snowdrop Tundra. Interesting. So don't go to Snowdrop if you want any of the new Pokemon on week 2, because week 1 we have to all be at Greengrass. Very interesting. Okay, well, I believe that is the end of this announcement, because the rest of this is going to be, standard notes. Standard notes and clarifications. So yeah, no need to read through that. All right, well, let's move on to the new arrivals. What do we have here? There have been reports of Sprigatito, Fuecoco, Quaxley, and their evolutions appearing near certain areas. Maybe this is thanks to the sleep research you've all been conducting. It may be possible to encounter them during sleep research. New arrivals: Sprigatito, Florigato, Meowscarada, Fuecoco, Crocolore, Skeledirge, Quaxley, Quaxwell, Quaquaval. All right, they begin appearing July 15th at 3 p.m. Okay, so that makes sense. That's about when they always start with a new Pokemon. Pokemon instance for the new arrivals can be used starting from the date and time above. The appearance, we just went through that with the last news, so I'm not going to go over all that again. Sleep types. This is the interesting stuff. This is what we need to know. Very weird. Why is Skeledirge? Okay, anyway, let's just get to it. Dozing, Sprigatito, Florigato, Meowscarada, and Skeledirge. Very strange. And then for snoozing, Fuecoco and Crocolore. And for slumbering, Quaxley, Quaxwell, and Quaquaval. The Skeledirge is a very weird thing to just randomly move over to dozing. I'm very curious why. Not only does that not fit with what they've done before with the starters, where all the grass is dozing, all fire is snoozing, and all water is slumbering, but nobody else in the Gen 9 starter lineup is in a different sleep type. That's very weird. I wonder if that is a mistake or if that's intentional. Very strange. Okay. Well, we also have some bundle announcements. Pokemon Befriending bundles. To commemorate the new Pokemon arrivals, including Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Ooh, new arrivals including. So does that mean we're also getting other Pokemon? Or is that just poor wording again? Because to me, that sounds like we're getting other Pokemon, but these three are the main highlight, is what that sounds like. Pokemon Befriending Bundle Sprigatito Volume 1, Fuecoco Volume 1, and Quaxley Volume 1 will be available beginning July 15th at 1 a.m. We've prepared some bundles of items that can help you befriend and raise Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley. Between them, these bundles include Pokemon Incense and Candy for these three newly arriving Pokemon. You can encounter Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley by setting their incense in the areas where they appear. Typical. Here's the part we care about. The bundle details, available from July 15th, 1 a.m. to July 29th, 10:59 p.m. Sprigatito Volume 1. Okay, they're all 1,500 diamonds, so keep that in mind. These are pretty pricey bundles. However, you're going to get 7 Great Biscuits, 7 Poke Biscuits, 2 Sprigatito Incense, and 60 Sprigatito Candy. And it looks like the others are the same. The only difference is you swap out the incense and candy for the relative Pokemon. So Fuecoco, you get the Fuecoco incense, Quaxley, Quaxley incense. 1,500 diamonds. That's a steep price. You do get a lot. I mean, 7 Great Biscuits, if you bought them separately, is 1,400 diamonds. 7 Poke Biscuits is like what, 700 diamonds? So you're getting like 2,100 diamonds worth of biscuits, if I remember the Poke Biscuit price correctly. Either way, you're getting more biscuits than what you're paying for in terms of diamonds. But I don't know that getting the incense is really going to be that helpful for these Pokemon. I mean, they have a high appearance rate, so we're probably going to see them quite a lot. We have pseudo balanced, so we don't need a particular sleep type to get them to show up. At least for the first week. I can't remember if the pseudo balanced was both weeks or only week 1, but for sure week 1 you got pseudo balanced. And then we're also going to get incense for these Pokemon from the missions in week 1. So I don't really find these bundles all that attractive. Not for the cost. I mean, when you translate 1,500 diamonds into real world currency, that's a lot of money. And I'm not particularly stoked about these bundles. I think these are actually fairly bad bundles. I mean, the biscuits are nice, and like I said, you are getting a discount on the biscuits, but I don't think we're going to need to worry about the incense all that much. I mean, maybe if these were, 800 diamonds and you took away the Poke Biscuits and just gave us the 7 Great Biscuits and then the incense and the candy, that might be more justifiable. But I mean, especially for the 1-year anniversary, you could have some bundles that were cheaper and had a lot more in them than usual to really be a celebratory bundle. Yeah, I'm not happy with these bundles. These just aren't sitting right with me. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think about these bundles in the comments below. I am Not particularly thrilled about these, but that is the news. And while you're down there letting me know what you think about the bundles, let me know what you think about all of this news. If you're excited for it being the Gen 9 starters, if you're disappointed and you'd hoped it would have been another generation of starters, and if so, which generation? Because personally, I would have been fine with the Gen 7 starters. That would have been perfectly fine with me, but Gen 9, it is the newest generation, so I guess it makes sense. But yeah, that is the first year anniversary event. All in all, some pretty interesting stuff, especially with the event bonuses that we're going to get. The dream gift is going to be the really interesting thing to see how that's going to work. It is kind of nice that we're all getting the same items every day, but I'm really curious what they're going to actually be. But we'll just have to wait until next week to figure that out. But that is the news, and we're going to go ahead and move on and collect our daily gift of an extra 150 sleep points. All right, well, we can move into the meat and potatoes now. Let's, well, no, we can't. I forgot about the community reports. Can't forget about those. Those are very important. That also means that Suicune has been officially bumped back. We got 42 community reports with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Only 11 that doubled up. Wow, my odds are getting real bad lately. Hey, there we go. I was just asking yesterday if I even had anybody that could level up. There we go. There's one. Level 4. 2 small ingredient tickets. Very good. Very, very good. All right. Now let's see. I'm pretty sure that we can make a good breakfast, but let's see exactly what we can do. We got a skill trigger there. That's 500 strength. Not a lot, but that's okay. We don't need it. Only 4 honey. Dude, really? You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. All right, tell me you picked up his slack. Kind of. Skill trigger with 8 ingredients. You know what? That's all good filler. Looks like only about 4 honey. You did not pick up the slack. Honey is a problem. But you know what isn't a problem? Apples. Apples are not a problem. 8 of them. That's actually, I think, the lowest I've seen him collect out of a full inventory. Since I put him on the team. You know what? Everybody's strength is pretty high. We don't need to worry about waiting until after breakfast. We can do that now and get 18 energy for everybody. Get all those Mago berries in the box. And we can go ahead and make some breakfast while Snorlax snacks. All right. Palm Mine fruit salad. That 10 honey. Really, really helping out a lot. Yeah. I would only have 33 right now, which is not a good place to be. I definitely want more honey. And look, the apples are doing fine. 70 of them with just Delibird. Yeah. Honey is a problem. Salads are a problem, if we're being completely honest. That's the real problem. These old salads ain't doing me any good. All right, 15,970 from that Calm Mind fruit salad. It's such a far cry from what I was getting with like Dream Eater curry and all that. Such a sad day, but it is what it is. Nothing we can do about it. I mean, I could have used an easy travel ticket, but it's too late for that now. All right. Also, I just thought, no announcement of new dishes, but they did say we're going to get new information every day. So maybe they'll announce some new dishes or maybe even a new recipe category. I think that'd be pretty cool. Maybe a sandwiches category, pizza category. That'd be pretty interesting. Ah, there it is. Somebody told me yesterday in the comments the amount of dream shards you get pops up above Snorlax's head, and I just missed it. 437 is what just popped up. So whenever you hit OK, it does show up right there. It's very tiny and it goes away very quickly, but it is there. So good looking out. All right. I believe that about does it for today. Honestly, we don't really have anything else to do. We had just a ton of news to talk about. Very exciting news. Very interesting stuff. Like I said, looking forward to seeing what those dream gifts are going to be. Looking forward to catching the new Pokemon because we don't even know what kind of specialty they're going to bring along. I don't know if they will just make them skill specialists because we've got a berry and ingredient starter trio. So maybe these will be skill specialists to round that out, or maybe they'll all be different. Maybe one will be berry, one ingredient, one skill. That'd be kind of interesting too. But definitely going to be looking forward to seeing what kind of specialty they are going to bring. I don't know if we're going to get that announced before they show up. We may have to wait until they actually drop on the 15th to get that information. Unless maybe that information's already been data mined, which if it has, I'll see if I can find it and we'll talk about it tomorrow. Maybe. But yeah, like I said, let me know what you think about all of this news in the comments below. While you're down there, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you do enjoy these videos. Huge shout out to Flightmaster for being our very first ace trainer. Thank you for supporting the channel. And also a huge shout out to Polaris for their generous Ko-Fi donation. Ko-Fi? Coffee? Ko-Fi? I don't know. You know what it is. Anyway, huge shout out to those guys for their generous support. If you'd like to become an ace trainer, go ahead and click that join button right below this video or on the main channel page. Enjoy all of your perks, including early access to videos and exclusive emojis. And other than that, while you're also in that while you're in that description down there, there's the words. While you're in the video description, go ahead and click that link to our Discord to come join us. We have over 100 members now. We talk about Pokemon and other video games, so come and join a cool community. And y'all have a good night. And until next time, later, dudes.